Watch till the end of the video to see what Neymar does after Suarez kicks the ball from under his feet. In today's video, we're going over the 30 most embarrassing and funny moments in all of sports. In this first video, Marty Fish, who is a professional tennis player, falls over the net during his tennis match. He actually gets stuck for a good amount of time before he is helped back up.
I keep stuck.
That is brilliant. Brilliant. Lovely scenes.
This next mixed martial arts video shows Joe Harding, a cocky fighter, get pretty much what he deserves after he starts showboating and dancing mid-round. Joe literally looked away from his opponent and for this gets knocked out in this unbelievable clip.
Minutes.
Ooh, Joe with a high kick that lands and then a jab to follow it up. Again with the jab.
Oh! This always sinks!
And that's exactly what I said is you don't.
In this next short clip, this Mainz goalkeeper misses the football when a defender delivers him a simple pass. This simple mistake almost leads to the team conceding, but luckily the goalkeeper reacts to this mistake fast enough to stop the ball from going in. This next Nigerian athlete in the long jump Olympics loses her wig after her attempt at the long jump. Her wig falls off mid-flight and actually impacts her distance. In this next clip, Luis Suarez pranks Neymar by kicking the ball out below his feet when Neymar goes to tie his shoes. But when Suarez does this, Neymar isn't too impressed. In this next bizarre MMA clip, a spectator from the audience throws a skateboard into the octagon, making one of the fighters fall over, completely ruining the whole match. In this next video, something terrible happens. The sprinkler goes off in this tennis match mid-game, hilariously soaking the players, officials and even some spectators. Sam Decker 3 years ago made one of his biggest blunders in the NBA of his career when he falls over with the ball, and to make it worse, when he falls over, the ball hits him back in the face after it's dropped.
Right, not only did he trip up and lose the ball, but before the ball took off, it pounced up and hit him in the face. I mean, okay.
This next bizarre MMA clip shows a rare occasion where two fighters knock each other out at the exact same moment as one another.
Ends in spectacular fashion. No. Oh. Whoa. Sorry, Carl. Oh. In Holland, we also had one. Look at this. Look at this. Boof.
Oh my god.
In this next NBA clip, this Hornets player, Kemba Walker, shoots a three-pointer and then celebrates way too early, only to find out that the ball didn't actually go in.
And the rebound of Richardson. Still an opportunity with a minute to play. It's closing time. Oh no.
In this next stupid and embarrassing moment, this cameraman is on a Segway for whatever reason during the Olympics, and while trying to record Usain Bolt, he falls off of the Segway and actually takes out Usain Bolt in the process. This next NBA clip is also hilarious, and while walking off the court, this player accidentally slaps a kid in the face while trying to high-five his fans.
So much for a concession basket there. Collins goes out to a hero's greeting.
This next Oregon runner celebrates way too early in this race as he thinks he's so far ahead of the other runners that he can celebrate early, only to be overtaken and actually beaten.
Came from behind to win by 1/10 of a second over Tonche. Simon told the Oregonian, "I thought he was so far ahead, then I heard the crowd get crazy. And then he started throwing his hands up and I thought, I don't think he knows I'm coming." And Tonche told the publication,
Similarly as the last clip, this cyclist celebrates way too early as he is one lap away from the finish line, but in this video he believes he has actually won.
Now, to try and keep these Belgians at bay. Oh, no. He thinks he's won. No, no, no. No, it's 1 lap to go. It's 1 lap of racing to go. No, he hasn't heard it. It's 1 lap of racing to go. And he thinks he's won the world title. I can't believe this. And he still hasn't realised.
In this next clip, you'll see the worst stretchers in history as they fail at their jobs of taking their injured players off the field. In this next clip, Caroline Wozniacki and Dominika Kibelkova don't take this tennis match too seriously and instead start to perform a dance exposition to make their fans laugh. The same tennis player from the last clip, Caroline Wozniacki, in this clip gets her hair stuck in her racket, which is a common problem amongst female tennis athletes.
Look, she's laughing.
Brad, did you ever get the racket caught in the throw?
In this next video, this rugby player celebrates way too early. To score a try in rugby, you have to place the ball on the floor, but the player takes a few seconds before doing so, just to show off, but gets tackled. In this next clip, this NBA player runs into a waiter holding a plate full of beers, which the waiter spills all over the floor, soaking the waitress and spectators.
Due to the hustle and plumbing, let's see what happens. Oh, they wasted the whole thing.
Oh, man. Talk about Miller time. I hope she gets...
This next video shows YouTuber Vitaly, who streaks the World Cup final in 2014. This was one of the biggest matches in all of history, and he is quickly apprehended by security as soon as he invades the pitch, but not before causing some mayhem. This next MMA Conor McGregor wannabe looks like Conor McGregor's younger brother, copying his mannerisms and cockiness, only to get knocked out in this next clip.
Round 1. Fight!
In this next video, this angry referee shows off his martial arts skills against the two fighters he's supposed to be refereeing until he's apprehended. In this next video, there is a tennis challenge going on between Maria Sharapova, who is tasked to hit a ball case off of Djokovic's head, but instead hits the wrong balls.
We go again, wait. Give me best shot.
This next kid gets the chance to dunk the ball during this NBA halftime show, but accidentally jumps too high and lands in the hoop of the net. After this ice hockey team win the 2008 Memorial Cup, they accidentally end up breaking the trophy only moments after receiving it. This next Filipino diver completely fails in this Olympic debut. The Filipino diving team weren't as well trained as other countries, which leads to clips like this.